Hello, I'm Helen Leslie and I'll be talking about my personal analysis in child development. In my presentation, I'll discuss the theories of Piaget, Erikson, and Freud to evaluate my development from being an infant to an adolescent to my adulthood. Cognitive Development Theory by Piaget. Sensomotor stage, birth to 2 years. What stage is this? Infants gradually become able to organize activities in relation to their environment through sensory motor skills. How does it apply to me? The picture is of my cat Misty and me. As a baby, I've always loved soft and fluffy textures. I'd always grasp at my pets and stuffed animals. It only made me want to understand my surroundings and the different textures around me. Preparational stage, 2 to 7 years. What stage is this? Child develops representational systems, use symbols to represent people, places, and events, language, and imaginative play. Thinking is not logical. How does it apply to me? This picture is all my siblings and me. It would be my twin sisters and I's 5th Halloween. My family loved the spooky season. We would sketch out our ideas and put so many costumes on. My older brothers were good artists, so it helped influence me and my art side. Concrete operation stage, 7 to 11 years. What stage is this? Child learns the conservation of substance, learns to manipulate symbols logically, beginnings of abstract thinking. How does it apply to me? Throughout 3rd to 5th grade, I was in sports. I had to logically plan my moves to succeed for myself, my teammates, and my coaches. It helped build my motor and social skills as a young child. Formal operations stage, 11 years and up. What stage is this? Learns more adult-like thinking. Logical operations transfer to concrete thinking, to abstract thinking, also known as hypothetical thinking. Higher level of abstraction, planning for the future, thinks hypothetically, assumes adult roles and responsibilities. In 2013, my first niece was born, and it was the start of me becoming an aunt. It changed my whole perspective, and realizing all my siblings were becoming grown-ups, and in time that I would be an adult as well. Though it was daunting, my niece's introduction only made me look forward to having my own children. Psychosocial Development Theory by Erikson. Basic trust versus mistrust. Birth to 12 to 18 months. What stage is this? Infant must form a first loving, trusting relationship with their caregiver, or it will develop a sense of mistrust. Child develops a sense of whether world is good and a harmless place. Virtue, hope. How does it apply to me? Did I trust them? This is a picture of my twin and me when we were a couple of months. I trusted our parents and siblings. They would hold us gently and give us the needed attention. Autonomy versus shame and doubt, 12 to 18 months to 3 years. What stage is this? Child develops a balance of independence and self-reliance over shame and doubt, virtue, will. I was pretty different at this stage. Since I was a twin, my sister and I constantly depended on one another, and we would do everything together. There were barely any moments that we spent separated. We both provided each other comfort and emotional support. Initiative versus guilt, 3 to 6 years. What stage is this? The child learns to control, but may develop shame and doubt if not handled well. Child develops initiative when trying out new activities, not overwhelmed by guilt, virtue, purpose. How does it apply to me? A picture of me in my kindergarten class. My classmates were celebrating my birthday, and all I can remember is how happy I was. It was a new experience for me since I barely had any friends, and to be given that much attention was unexpected, but helped me emotionally. Industry versus inferiority, 6 years to puberty. What stage is this? Child must acquire skills of the culture, face feelings of incompetence, virtue, skill. How does it apply to me? My family takes pride in our heritage, and we would go to Celtic games, and I would learn so much from my parents and elders. I grew a love for our Celtic, Scandinavian, Cherokee history, and many others. Identity versus identity confusion, puberty to young adulthood. What stage is this? Adolescent must determine sense of self, who I am, experiences confusion about roles, virtue, fidelity. How does it apply to me? Both of these pictures took place during fish camp before I started my freshman year of college. I made so many friendships and as well ended up in a relationship, which was pretty nice. I knew I wasn't fully prepared for college, and boy was I right. It's weird to look back at these photos, knowing hardships, friendships, and life-changing moments were about to occur. Psychosexual Development Theory by Freud. Oral stage, birth to 12 to 18 months. What stage is this? Chief source of pleasure for a baby involves mouth-oriented activities, feeding and sucking. How does it apply to me? Luckily, I was putting a cake in my mouth for this picture, but I did this regularly, and I would suck on my toys, my thumbs, even my mom and older sister's hair. Anal stage, 12 to 18 months to 3 years. What stage is this? Child withholding and expelling feces derive a sensual gratification. The anal region is the zone of gratification, making toilet training an important activity for the child. How does it apply to me? I don't have a picture of us being potty trained or changed, but this was the first picture our parents ever took of us after they changed us for the first time. Because we had older siblings who helped teach us, we were trained at age 2 years old, which was pretty great. Phallic stage, 3 to 6 years. What stage is this? Child becomes attached to the opposite sex parent, then later identifies with the same sex parent. Zone of gratification shifts to genital region. Superego develops. How does it apply to me? When I was small, I was attached to my father. He brought me security, safety, and comfort. He was my papa bear, and I wanted to be around him constantly. Latency stage, 6 years to puberty. What stage is this? Time of relative calm between more two turbulent states. Child identifies with same-sex parent. How does it apply to me? My mom and I's relationship started to grow. A significant factor was because I wanted to become a mother. It was pretty early for me to think about it, but I constantly asked my mother questions about her pregnancy, how to take care of babies, a child's schooling, play dates, cooking, etc. Genital stage, through adulthood. What stage is this? Sexual impulses from phallic stage reemerges, impulses channeled into mature adult sexuality. How does it apply to me? My father is nurturing, caring, and protective, which I look for in a partner. My dad has always shown love and compassion to children, which is significant to me when I'm dating. The men I see must have maternal instincts, or it's a lost cause. Our relationship has grown through fitness and health. I was able to help my dad with his fitness journey after his hernia surgery, and we both have hit so many goals that we set out for ourselves and for each other. I'm glad that we could both experience this with each other. Not only did it make us more physically happier, it as well helped us emotionally and mentally connect. Thank you.